invented something! Welcome back, guys, to Bluudys Garage. It's been a while since we've done one on this channel. I think the last one was the wrinkle paint engine covers on the Supra. This one I am doing on the MR2. Now hopefully you guys have been over on to Bluudys Garage Extra and you've been seeing the progress. We have wrapped the car and the car looks freaking awesome! Spoiler alert! But there's a couple of things that still bug me about this car. So let me go out and I'll explain. And as you see at the moment we have no lights. This is the stock light that comes on the car. These are not the kooky ones which are really expensive and everyone loves. These are the normal stock boring ones. Now I don't have like a couple £100 to throw at some kooky lights, and I don't think it's really worth it, if I'm honest, if it's going to be a track based car, because if I rear end it I'll smash it into a wall or something. That's some expensive lights I've just broke. But I would like these to look a little bit better. So if you look in the light you can see they're very dull. They're very dull, and there's a lot of orange. There's an orange triangle bit that goes on the end as well. Now I have been experimenting with them. This is the exact same light. This is just from the other side of the car. And I say experimenting because it's nowhere near finished. But as you can see, I have put red film over the reverse light, and I've actually put red film very badly because it's not fitted. I didn't use any heat. I just wrapped it over to see what the orange would look like underneath. But there's a red film over the indicator lens and a red film over the triangle bit. So if I put that upside down, so it almost looks like it's lined up, you can see that that bit definitely looks better. And if I can get that to fit nicely, that would look better too, because it just looks a little less orange. It's the orange that really makes it look 90s, and I'm just trying to jazz it up a bit. What I've also done is, before I did any of that, I polished all the lens up, so you can see this is now shiny in the sun, which looks a hell of a lot better than the dullness. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this one matched up with that one, but I'm going to cut and polish all that lens first. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and then I have some red film that we can then put on afterwards to then get it to match completely. Put all of them down there. Don't need them for now. Don't need that for now. I have a knife somewhere as well. A knife. But let's go into the back of the garage and we can get this one all polished up and make it look a bit pretty. But I think my garage, yeah, I need to put some things away. I'm going to put some things away and then we'll crack on with polishing it. You can already tell the mess I've done. Look at it. That's from polishing the other one. Right, give me a second. In this video, you are going to need the following things. This is a bottle of water, not Maguire's whatever it says. It's just water in a spray bottle and a rag. I have some G3. There are other things available, but G3 works very well. I have waffle pads, if you want to do it by hand, if you don't have a mop. Scissors, squeegee, knife, film, and a mop. And not a mop for your floors, a machine-operated polisher mop. One of them, with the preferably with the adjustable speeds, which that one has, and a nice big mop head. And I'm not a proper detailer, so I don't know all the different types of mop heads. This is the one that came with it, like a lamb's wool one, and it works brilliantly. So that's all that matters to me. But there are different types. Cool, let's carry on with this video. So hopefully you can see how dull it is. Like the reflector's still quite shiny, but that is really dull, but that is relatively shiny. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some of this lovely stuff on it. Do a bit of this. Come on. Put some of that on there like that. Give it a quick blast. Get that soaked. And then just go to town, really. Not going to go high, like 1500 to 2000, maybe 2.5 later on to finish off the polishing. And I'm just going to keep working my way over, wipe it off, have a look, again, repeat, go over, wipe it off, repeat, and so on until I'm happy with the finish. I think it took me 3 passes on when I did it with the other light. I'm going to try and mount my camera so the fling doesn't get the camera. As you can see, it got the box. I don't really know where I could put the camera. that's not going to get flung. Let's see if I can put you up here and hope for the best. Fingers crossed you don't get covered over there. About to go loud. So like I just said, we've had one pass and you can already see that we've got a lovely shine coming back. I'll just put my fingerprint in it. So off camera now, I'm just going to do another 2 passes, exactly the same as what you've just seen. I may have sped it up in the editing, I probably would have done because it would have been a bit boring. So another 2 goes over, you know, with the scratch remover cream, some water, and get it up to a nice shine, and then we'll try and clean out all the compound and that's all stuck around the edges, and then we shall go from there. But yeah, that is a big improvement already. Some of you may wonder, you can use this method on headlights and stuff like that as well, if your headlights are a bit cloudy. So the next thing I want to do is get that little bad boy covered up. So I got myself a piece of red film. Oh, this has been run over 3 times now, and I've cleaned it all up and removed all the polish off it. I should have said that first, but I did do that. Yeah, she's clean. I need to remove the backing film off my red film. Oh, this red film, in case anyone wonders, I got it off of eBay. It wasn't expensive. Come on! People are waiting and they're just watching me trying to piggle this off. Well, if you're tuned in to see a new and informative way of doing your lights differently, welcome. But as you can see, I'm bloody struggling. Apparently I'm hungry. My stomach growls. What the frick is going off here? Get the knife in it. I want to get the knife in it. Knife always helps. Need the knife next anyway. So I have cut my patch far too big. But it don't really matter. A quick blast of heat. Not got a lot of room for that one. A quick squeeze out. Make sure everything's pressed where it should be. Now the great thing about this little reverse light is there's a groove all the way around it that I can actually drop my blade into. Just like that, across the top. Across the bottom. And then peel back. That gives it its shine. It's underneath, it doesn't, with that on, it doesn't really have much of a shine, and now it has a shine. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like a perfect match of red compared to the ones at the side of it, but it's better than white. Well, I think it's better than white. I don't know if it'll look any different with another bit of red on it as well. Kind of just makes it stand out a bit more. So just stick with a one layer. And then it's whether I like doing the orange bit. The orange bit doesn't work that well. Not sure if you can see the orange bit on the camera. And I've just realised I've got a bit of fling on the camera, on the lens. So I'll just give the camera a bit of a wipe, so I noticed there's a bit of fling on there. Now I need to see if I can get this wrapped, because it's a little bit fiddly, to say the least. Not big enough. Cut your piece big enough, more than big enough. Chop it out. You're definitely going to need heat for this one, because it's going to need stretching over it. It's a bit like doing a window tint, this one. I'll wet it first as well to help me slide it. Pull the backing off. Hopefully I can do it a bit faster this time. Come on. Come on. You there? Slide over. Definitely need heat. It's not like that really good film that I had. You know, what I wrapped the MR2 with, it's nothing like that. Definitely not. It has shrunk, don't get me wrong, but it's not great. Oh wow, it's really raining outside. Look at that bad boy, bouncing down. But now I just need to trim and piggle. Trim and piggle is the word I'm going to use. Trim and piggle. Get the old knife. Again, there's a groove, so I can slice down the groove. For those that are wondering, I am running orange bulbs in this, so it still flashes orange. That's that bit off. Now in that groove down there. And that groove down there. And last but not least, just off the end of the light there. Give it a quick going over with the heat gun again to tuck all the edges in. Knock it down, like so. Knock that down. Need a bit more heat on that corner. What the heat does is it warms it up just enough so it will then bend and stick down. Same again on this corner. And what I need to do again is what I probably should have done first is peel that extra bit off. There we go. One lens wrapped to remove some of the orangey bit. I don't think that looks bad, to be fair. On the car it'll be better. I'm going to quickly get this other bit wrapped. I won't be putting it on the car anytime soon. It's battering it down. So I'm going to get this triangle bit wrapped. Same way I've just wrapped that with the heat and the water and all that. And then I have to wrap the other light because the other light was only a test fit, so I need to wrap it properly and then wait for better weather and get them fitted. Oh, wait, it is. Tell you what, the wrap must have a coating on to start with, because look at, well, I suppose it's not really got any bead effect on it, is it? It's just water sat on it. But it looks quite cool. It does look cool. So this is the other light lens. I've actually fitted the first one that you saw me polishing. This is one that I'd already pre-polished. So now it's time to go and fit it in between all the bloody messages I keep getting on Facebook. Doesn't that look smart? Let's get this one fitted. Yep, that definitely looks better than it did before. I'm really impressed with that. It's still orange, they still flash orange. Don't put the hazards on. Oh, hang on, put the hazards on. I've only connected one of the bulbs. Let's connect the bulb. I was more bothered about test fitting them than actually wiring them. Come on, come on. There we go. Bang the hazards on. Yeah, they still flash orange. I like them, really like them. That has been a nice little video for this channel. How to update the look of my 90s light without walking into a wheelie bin. A bit more of a clean, I think. I've still got a bit more compound in it, but that's just one layer of film and it just makes it look more modern. I really like that. That is a job well done. Absolutely buzzing with that. Make sure you guys check out all the other videos that I'm uploading to this channel, because why not? Because it just looks cool. I love my little Amadu. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it, as always. A couple of points for you. First point, yes, the reverse lights do shine pink, pinky red. Second point, I wrap this over on my second channel, which is Bluudys Garage Extra. The links for that is in the description. That's where I do any car related videos that aren't a tutorial on how to do it, just where I'm having fun. So by all means check that channel out, subscribe and check out the videos. There's few videos on this, a couple on the Supra, and I keep updating that with more videos as it goes along. Something for you to watch while we're in lockdown. And lastly, I've signed up for Patreon. I'm not going to bore you to death with the details of it because I'm sure most of you know what it is, but it allows you guys to support me, and I then can give back to you guys in a couple of different ways. So what I would do with any money that is donated is put it back into the channel in terms of getting another camera, better quality recording equipment, ideally something that takes off wind and things like that. That's what I want to use the funds for. What I would do to give back to you guys is anyone that does subscribe and become a Patreon to the channel, I will add a board at the end of all my videos and we'll put everyone's name up on there. So anyone who donates to the channel will have their name and a special Patreon board at the end of every single video on Bluudys Garage and Bluudys Garage Extra. So you only have to donate once, but you end up on both channels. And then there'll be special Patreon only posts and Patreon only videos that I can do over on Patreon as well for the guys that are supporting. And last but not least, if you haven't been watching Bluudys Garage Extra, you will not know that I have challenged Rodebloc TV to a build off, like a lockdown build off with some Top Gear, hopefully style challenges at the end when we come out of lockdown. So you can see the call out video over on the Bluudys Garage Extra channel. Like I said, the link is in the description below, as well as all the links for Patreon and all my other channels and all that are all in the description or directly off the main channel. Rodebloc have since agreed, which is awesome. So Matt and Pete, that's great. Thank you very much for agreeing to do the challenge. Most of the videos for that will be over on Bluudys Garage Extra because it's just going to be for a bit of fun. But we're looking at doing things like 0 to 60 times potentially, because I should explain that they have an MR2 as well. That's why it's really good, because we've both got near enough identical cars, same engine, slightly different colour. Mine's T-top, theirs is a tin top. Other than that, they're pretty much the same. They're doing work on theirs, I'm doing work on mine, but we're going to have challenges like 0 to 60s, we're going to have braking tests, lap times, drag racing, anything that you guys think we could do as a comparison between the two cars. Don't forget to check out their channel. I'll put their link in the description as well, so you can check out Rodebloc TV's channel and go ahead and subscribe to them so you can follow their content too. Yeah, so good things happening. That's everything I needed to wrap up this video with. Make sure you stay safe, you look after your family and your loved ones, and I'll see you in another video soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye.
I'm making some